and thanks for joining us from our news studios in Israel. I'm Denise Wood here with Ayelet TV's morning briefing.
Police have finally captured the terrorist who stabbed an Israeli man last night in Jerusalem after a massive manhunt. The attacker stabbed the 60-year-old victim inside the Old City's Muslim quarter near the Lions Gate before fleeing the scene. The attacker is an 18-year-old Palestinian who was later found hiding in an alleyway. The ultra-Orthodox victim was moderately wounded in his upper body, but is now in stable condition. The attack comes after a period of relative calm in the Old City over the past several weeks. Israel is agreeing to reopen the Erez crossing between Gaza and Israel after it was closed for 8 years. The crossing will be open for commercial and humanitarian traffic to Gaza. And Defense Minister Moshe Ya'alon says the move will help get more humanitarian goods into the Gaza Strip. The crossing was previously closed because of terror attacks at the site. Ya'alon says the move is still in the planning stages, but will happen soon. He also claims it's in Israel's interest to open the crossing, so Gazans can live in dignity, which will improve the humanitarian situation and encourage peaceful coexistence. Justice Minister Ayelet Shaked says she's pushing to have Israeli law applied in the West Bank within a year. The minister is already receiving strong opposition to the idea from both inside and outside the government. Shaked claims she's dedicating her staff to work out the legislative process, and she wants to get it done as soon as possible. In the past, there have been moves to extend Israeli law to Israeli settlements in the West Bank, and Shaked hasn't clarified if Israeli law would also apply to Palestinians. Former Justice Minister Tzipi Livni is blasting Shaked's idea and says extending Israeli law into the West Bank would create a binational state. Indian President Pranab Mukherjee released an official statement wishing Israel a happy Independence Day, but he messed up the date. The congratulations came yesterday, but the holiday is celebrated this year on May 12th, according to the Hebrew calendar. Despite the mix-up, the Indian president sent a very warm message, praising the two countries' shared values of liberty, freedom, and equality. The two countries have steadily been strengthening ties, and last year, Mukherjee visited Israel, which is the first time an Indian head of state has ever done so. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has also made it a key point in his foreign policy to encourage bilateral cooperation with India, and India is currently the largest buyer of Israeli military equipment.
That's all for now. I'm Denise Wood, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.